Well, hello everyone, it's me, Mary or Hawk. Welcome back to another video. My hair is up in a bun, so if it looks shorter, no, I did not cut my hair. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about me getting raw, vulnerable, and real with you guys. Not that I haven't been before, it's just sometimes I mask when I'm on camera, like, just instinctually, because I know there's going to be so many eyes on me. I try not to do it, but sometimes it happens anyways, and I want to talk to you about what I got for myself out of a tarot reading, in case the message that I got for myself will be helpful for any of you who are struggling with similar things. Like, not that you need permission to, like, go be proactive about deconstructing things in your life, but, like, take this as the permission if you feel you need permission, or you feel there's a block between you and deconstructing what doesn't serve you. Take this as the sign to deconstruct what doesn't serve you. Deconstruct the behaviors that don't serve you. Because I definitely got that message through today's tarot reading. So what I got for myself was the Devil, the Page of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which I take my reverse card as upright over reverse, kind of like I take in both meanings, like here's a reverse meaning, here's the upright meaning, meaning that here's what I have to do to get to the upright being a factor in my life. And then I got the Emperor upright, of course. All these cards are upright except for the Wheel of Fortune. Again, the Devil, Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, the Tower, Wheel of Fortune reversed, and then the Emperor. So what I got out of this was this message, and that was to be aware of my emotional state when I do things, the messages I send, and to stay wary of the temptations that do not serve me. Try to avoid self-sabotage and self-fulfilling prophecies. Words and thoughts have power. A delay or setback is currently upon me, to the realms of prosperity, success, and enjoyment. I would do well to avoid overspending and materialism. There's a practice of mine that is very unsustainable surrounding abundance and finances. Perhaps what I felt intuitively to be window shopping online. Kind of like one would in a thrift store or like an in-person store. I sometimes do that online because I don't always have the opportunity to get out. And I said, and I got out of the other cards to take inspired action that will take willpower and own my personal power. All those things will be required to be inspired, take action, to be strong in my personal power, essentially. That's going to be required for this situation because I need to break down old structures that do not serve me to make way for a new way of being. Change and upheaval to the status quo in a sudden manner. I need to let go, break through, and own my power. So that's what I got tarot message-wise out of that, and there's much more I could say, but that's like what I could fit on this page. So on the other page, what I did was list 3 things that I need to release or change. So I put number 1, I need to release the desire to fit in and be liked by everyone. My rejection sensitivity, I mean, yes, I am ADHD, so that it is there definitely, and like, it doesn't help that I get hate comments sometimes. I try to not let it get to me. It generally doesn't. Like, even if it doesn't really get to me in a negative sense, my mind will be like on the thing. Like, I shouldn't let random people on the internet who hate watch me take my energy like that. I should not let the energy vampires get to me like that. So I need to release the desire to fit in and be liked by everyone, because not everyone out there is someone you want to be liked by. There are bigots, there are hateful people, people filled with to the brim with hate, and man, I don't necessarily want to be liked by that person. I don't want to be I don't want to be the object of their affection, because often that would be something that is also hateful and bigoted and just full of all this animosity towards your fellow human being. So I need to release the desire to fit in and be liked by everyone, because not everyone is someone you want to be liked by. Also, number 2, I need to release the need to own what everyone else owns in order to fit in and be cool. I do struggle with FOMO sometimes, especially not necessarily in the witchcraft space, but more as it pertains to other things like plants and things. And I know where this stems from. This stems from, like, my childhood upbringing, because I grew up poor. Like, my family did not have a lot of money at all. And, essentially, everyone else would get these fancy new things, and I wouldn't have any of the things that my peers would have, and I would get made fun of. I would be harassed because I'm poor. Because I grew up poor. As a child, I was harassed by other students for not having, what was it? Squeakables, or whatever those little pipsqueak markers. I was made fun of for not having a phone until, what, sophomore year of high school? Keep in mind I graduated 2021, so that should tell you how old I am. I'm 20, but yeah, I was made fun of for not having the money to get the newest, latest, and greatest things, and part of that results in, as an adult, feeling the need to own everything that everyone else owns to be fit in and be cool, and I need to release that. The third thing I need to release is fourth thing I need to release is skin picking, which I do struggle with as a result of, like, it's just like a nervous habit. It's like a negative stim, but also, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's from some of my anxiety disorders I've been diagnosed with. So, yeah, like, it's not unheard of for people with various anxiety disorders to, like, skin pick, and I wouldn't doubt that that would be the cause, because I tend to do it, like, absent-mindedly when I'm a little anxious. So, like, yeah, like, skin picking, and also assuming and expecting the worst possible outcome. As much as I try to come off like an optimist on here, I must admit, I can be a bit of a pessimist. I truly can be. So that is something I need to release, because your thoughts do have great influence. Your, like, mindsets, your thoughts, your words do have a great influence on how you perceive and act within the world, and I would like to be a more positive force within this world rather than a negative one. So I also journaled 3 other things. I know this video is getting long, but I journaled how to change all these things that I just told you about. The needing to be fit in and liked by everyone, the need to own what everyone else owns, and the skin picking and assuming the worst possible outcome. So I said 3 things, 3/4 things to do to change all these 3 things. So the first thing I said is to know who I am and what my morals and values are, and to ignore and block and delete hate comments or destructive criticism, and don't publicize them like I kind of used to. Like, I have done that, and I need to stop. So just block and delete, remove this, take away this person's ability to comment on my channel, because, yeah, they don't need to be coming to my channel spewing a bunch of bullcrap. I'm not going to let it happen no more. I'm going to block and delete and just move on with my day, because they don't deserve any of my energy. Number 2, I need to figure out what sings to my soul. Maybe Pinterest. Pinterest might help, in the sense that I can get inspiration. I can treat getting new things or making new things like I would one of my art projects, one of my drawings. Be unique and to be inspired and do what sings to my soul. Not what everyone else has, but what is specific to my soul. Make what my soul desires. And that's something I think I'm going to do. DIY, try not to buy, and how can I do it myself? How can I do it? How can I make do with what I already have as well? How can I make do with what I already have, and how can I modify what I already have to be what truly sings to me? That there is the second thing I need to do, to figure out what sings to my soul, Pinterest it, get inspo, treat it like an art project, to be unique and inspired, DIY and try not to buy, and how can I make do with what I have? And number 3, when it comes to the skin picking and assuming the worst, is to recognize when I feel tempted to skin pick, say no, and instead of skin picking in the mirror like I sometimes do, often do actually, I need to do positive affirmations in the mirror instead while doing my skincare. So instead of harming my skin, instead of harming myself, I'm going to help and heal myself. I'm going to do something that actually betters my skin instead of makes the situation worse. In addition, I need to expect something good, but let go of any expectation about how it will happen. Because often, like, you kind of, like, have this, like, crash, like the reality crashing around you practically when you expect something to go a certain way, like, oh, I really hope I'm going to have this happen, it's gonna happen this in the way, and when it doesn't happen, you get really disappointed, and you get really sad, and you get really like, oh man, I'm never gonna have this. Like, no, I'm gonna need to let go of how it's going to happen, just expect the best, but let go of how specifically it's going to happen. Let go of any expectation of how this will play out. Just expect that it will happen. No matter how it plays out, just expect the best. So, to recap, on the things that I can do to change all these 3 main issues, that being desire to fit in, needing to own what everyone else owns, and skin picking and assuming the worst, is to 1. Delete and block the hate, 2. Own my power and do positive affirmations and skincare, 3. DIY/Pinterest, be creative and authentic, and 4. To let go of expectations, but but assume and hope for the best. So assume and hope for the best, but let go of any expectations on how things will get to the place that I desire. So this has gone on for about 10 minutes. I hope this was useful and inspiring to any of you who are struggling with similar things, because honestly, it can be hard. It can be really hard, and I hope this helps any one of you listening. So this is Hawk or Mary signing out. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day and stay magical. Mwah.